Hi everyone, and welcome back to Wayward GPS. We are at Mount Washington in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. We are driving the auto road to the summit in less than ideal weather. The staff at the entrance warned us, but the warning was disregarded. See the conditions when we reach the summit. As always, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It greatly helps the channel's growth.
Mount Washington, located in the heart of New Hampshire's White Mountains, is the highest peak in the northeastern United States, standing at 6,288 feet. The mountain is about 2.5 hours from Manchester, New Hampshire, and 3.5 hours from Boston. Mount Washington is a natural icon that draws hikers, scientists, and tourists alike. Its prominence is in the presidential range, and its accessibility makes it one of the most visited and studied mountains in North America. Mount Washington is part of the White Mountain National Forest and anchors the presidential range, a series of peaks named after U.S. presidents. The mountain's rugged terrain was shaped by glacial activity during the last ice age, leaving behind sharp edges, deep hollows, and alpine tundra. The summit offers panoramic views that on clear days stretch to Vermont, New York, Massachusetts, and even Canada. Mount Washington is perhaps most famous for its extreme and unpredictable weather, as seen in this video. It once held the world record for the highest wind speed ever recorded at the Earth's surface, 231 miles per hour, on April 12, 1934. The summit is often shrouded in clouds, and temperatures can plummet well below freezing, even in summer. Snow, ice, and hurricane-force winds are common, making it a challenging environment for both visitors and researchers. The mountain's unique weather is due to its location at the convergence of several storm tracks and its elevation, which exposes it to the full force of atmospheric systems. The Mount Washington Observatory, established in 1932, continues to monitor and study these conditions, contributing valuable data to meteorological science. Despite its harsh climates, Mount Washington supports a surprising diversity of life. The lower slopes are covered in dense forests of spruce, fir, and bush, while the upper elevations transition into coomhounds, stunted windblow trees, and alpine tundra. This tundra is home to rare and fragile plant species, some of which are found nowhere else in the eastern United States. Wildlife includes black bears, moose, horseshoe hares, and a variety of birds. In the 19th century, the mountain became a popular destination for tourists and naturalists. The construction of the Mount Washington Auto Road in 1861 and the Cog Railway in 1869 made the summit accessible to a wider audience. The Cog Railway, in particular, was a marvel of engineering and remains the world's first mountain climbing cog railway. Today, the summit features a visitor center, museum, and weather observatory, welcoming thousands of visitors each year who come to experience its awe-inspiring views and learn about its natural and cultural history. Mount Washington is a mecca for outdoor enthusiasts. The world's most popular hiking route is the Tuckerman Ravine Trail, which ascends steeply from Pickenim Notch and offers dramatic views of the glacier circuit. Other trails, such as the Lion Head, provides alternate routes with varying levels of difficulty. In winter, the mountain becomes a destination for backcountry skiing and mountaineering. Tuckerman Ravine, in particular, is famous for its steep, challenging ski descents. However, the mountain's violent weather and rugged terrain demand respect and preparation for all who venture there. The Mount Washington Observatory plays a crucial role in weather research and public education. Staffed year-round, the observatory conducts meteorological studies, climate monitoring, and educational outreach. Its extreme Mount Washington exhibit at the summit offers visitors a glimpse into the life and work of summit observers. The mountain also serves as a natural laboratory for studying alpine ecology, climate change, and atmospheric science. Researchers from around the world visit to study its unique conditions and ecosystems.
The Mount Washington Oil Road is one of New Hampshire's most iconic and thrilling attractions, stretching 7.6 miles from the base in Pickham Notch to the summit of Mount Washington, the highest peak in the Northeastern United States. The Oil Road offers a unique and unforgettable journey through some of the most dramatic landscapes in New England. Unfortunately, with this weather, we weren't able to see them. Opened in 1861, it is the oldest man-made attraction in the United States and continues to captivate visitors with its blend of natural beauty, historical significance, and stimulating driving experience. The Mount Washington Oil Road is privately owned and operated by the Mount Washington Summit Road Company. Originally known as the Mount Washington Carriage Road, the Auto Road was a monumental feat of 19th century engineering. Construction began in 1854 and took 7 years to complete, with workers using hand tools, horse-drawn carts, and black powder to carve a path up the rugged mountain. When it opened in 1861, it was hailed as a marvel, allowing horse-drawn carriages to reach the summit for the first time. With the advent of the automobile, the road was adapted for motor vehicles. In 1904, the first car, a Stanley steamer, successfully made the ascent, making the beginning of a new era. Driving Mount Washington Oil Road is an adventure that combines steep grades, sharp turns, and breathtaking scenery. The road climbs over 4,600 feet from the base to the summit, with an average grade of 11.6%. Along the way, drivers pass through 4 distinct ecological zones, from dense hardwood forest to alpine tundra. The journey offers spectacular views of the Presidential Range, the Great Gulf Wilderness, and on clear days, distinct peaks in Vermont, Maine, and even Canada. Like I said before, we didn't have that opportunity. Numerous pull-offs and scenic overlooks provide opportunities to stop, take photos, and absorb the grandeur of the landscape. While the drive can be challenging, the road is narrow, especially compared to Pikes Peak Road seen in our previous videos. Passing oncoming traffic with deep drop-offs is a cautious affair. Drivers receive a short orientation at the base, and vehicles are inspected to ensure they are suitable for the climb. For those who prefer not to drive themselves, guided tours and specially equipped vans are available, offering expert narration and a relaxed experience. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Oil Road is how quickly weather can change in your ascent. The conditions at the summit can be dramatically different from those at the base. Because of this, the Oil Road operates seasonally, typically from late May through mid-October, depending on snow and weather conditions. Visitors are advised to check the forecast and road stats before making the trip, and to bring layers of clothing even on warm days. The Mount Washington Oil Road is more than just a scenic drive. It is also a hub for unique events and outdoor experiences. Among the most famous is the Mount Washington Oil Road Bicycle Hill Climb, a grueling race that challenges cyclists to conquer the steep ascent. There's also the Climb to the Clouds Oil Race, which brings high-performance vehicles to the mountain for a thrilling motorsports event. For those seeking a quieter experience, the Sunrise Drives allows early risers to ascend the mountain before dawn and witness the sunrise from the summit, a truly magical experience. Reaching the summit of Mount Washington is a reward in itself. At 6,288 feet, the summit offers panoramic views, though not for us, and a sense of accomplishment. Visitors can explore the Sherman Adams Visitor Center, which includes a museum, a gift shop, and cafeteria. As mentioned at the intro to the video, we were forewarned by the staff at the entrance that the summit's weather was terrible. We were not surprised. It had rained the whole hour-long ride from where we were staying in Lincoln, New Hampshire, on the west side of the mountain. Mount Washington did not disappoint. The winds were 40 miles an hour, the visibility close to 50 feet. You couldn't see the observatory building after climbing the stairs from the parking lot. The weather did get slightly better after an hour, allowing us to explore the summit area. I'm not disappointed that the weather was dreadful. Most of the time the summit is in the clouds. You can't control the weather, and don't let it ruin your trips. We have a different kind of Mount Washington story now than what was expected. Thank you for watching the video. We appreciate all our subscribers and returning viewers. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. In the next two videos, we finish up the universities of Springfield, Massachusetts, with campus tours of Western New England University and American International College. Thank you again, and we will see you down the road.